So also, when you were gone, Swagg Dinero did a interview with Sean Cotton.
Yeah.
And did you, I don't know, you probably heard about this. I don't know if you did though. But during this interview, he challenged you to a one-on-one fight.
He from the suburbs. I will beat that little boy ass. I ain't even gonna lie. He from the burbs, man. That nigga ain't even from Chicago. He ain't even from the city. His ass from, what birds, man? What birds can I say? His ass from Glenwood somewhere in Chicago. Goofy.
So he didn't go to Chicago, he didn't grow up in your area or nothing?
Hell no, he ain't grow up in the area. He ain't from the hood. He not from here. White boy. He ain't from the hood.
What'd you think when you first heard that?
Like, damn, he's still mad about his brother and them. Like, man, like, shit, he mad about his brother dying and shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. His brother.
Are you surprised that he's still kind of calling you out after all these years?
I ain't surprised. I mean, shit, he just one of them type of. That's what it is. Dude, though. Swagg Dinero, his ass a goofy. Slap the out that little boy I ever see him.
You know, speaking of his brother, man, you know, he made the whole BDK song. You know, what was your reaction when you first heard the song?
Shit, I was like, shit, he gonna have some problems coming his way.
Was like a lot of people mad? Like a lot of BDs mad about that?
Hell yeah, you saying BDK and you in a city full of BDs, you don't think they gonna be mad? Like, say for instance, if you was a gang or something and you diss a whole nation, you don't think the whole nation gonna be mad at you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, when that happened, man, I heard that like, it was like a lot of people really with the song, man. Did you guys see that a lot?
No, hell no, because where I was from, it ain't nothing but BDs. So ain't no BDs finna be playing that shit.
Did you ever run across anybody bumping it down the street or anything?
Hell no. Beat it. Beat it.
I always see rumors about dudes having ops that are relatives. And I've seen some rumors about you having some relatives that are ops. Is there anybody out there that are your cousins?
Not at the moment. My cousin used to be GD, used to be hanging with the ops and shit. But my cousin don't hang with them and shit no more. So it's like, my cousin really ain't no op no more. But back then, I could say like, if I was to like be like, yeah, my cousin was an op back then when we was on their ass.
How do you kind of handle like, you know, seeing him like at a family function or something?
No, it ain't nothing but love. It ain't no love lost. Not right now. Back then, it probably would have been some heated moments, but it ain't like that no more.
I seen rumors that J-Man and P. Rico were your cousins.
Hell no, them ain't my cousin.
But you knew J-Man from the Calumet buildings.
Yeah, I grew up with that. He used to slap him around. I grew up with him. Like, his daddy know my daddy type shit. His daddy used to be with my daddy. My daddy used to beat his daddy up type shit.
Yeah, they say your guys' dads used to, like, they was tight and they were, like, important in the building, I guess? Or?
Yeah, they used to be fighting and shit, fighting each other and shit. Jumping. It'll be his guys jumping on my daddy and them, my daddy and them jumping on his daddy and them. That's how that shit used to go back there in the Calumet building.
What was it like for you growing up and, you know, being in the middle of everything, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I assume it heavily influenced your life.
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know, I was a watcher. I took heed on like watching everything that was going on. I never was doing everything that they was doing, but I still seen what was going on, so I knew about it.
You know, growing up and seeing all this stuff, man, you know, do you feel like it kind of, you know, pushed you into the streets a little bit harder than what it would have been?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, that shit influenced a lot. If I probably would have never been around that type of shit, if I would have been around the right shit, I would have went the right way.
I seen you recently did an interview.
Yeah.
And in this interview, you said you would have liked to have done a collab album with King Von.
Yeah, for sure.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah. I wanted to do some shit with him. We got a song that I didn't release yet, really. But I'm gonna release it this year.
Okay. And how many songs do you guys have together?
We got one song, but he sent me a song that I never got on. but he ended up putting it out. Well, they ended up putting it out. Some people, whoever had his music, ended up putting it out, so I never did it.
And, you know, how do you feel about everything that's been coming out of, you know, he's been, a lot of crimes have been put on Von since he's passed away.
He innocent, man.
He's innocent,
Yeah.
okay. That's a good way to put it. And, you know, what do you think is like, you know, your best memory hanging out with Von growing up?
I don't know, we had a lot of memories. I could say one memory, shit, was like, we was in the hood, and my homie Scutto's son had put a little fake gun up to my head, and Von was like, "Don't shoot his ass, little folks, don't shoot him." Some shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
Hell yeah. But we got a lot of memories though. We was always in the hood together and shit.
Yeah, you hung out in O Block a lot.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from, really. Across the street from O Block. So when I was little, I used to walk over there to O Block all the time. So I still be over there. That's how I go.
Oh, I see. So that's how you kind of got close with everybody, even at a young age, even though you guys were from different...
I used to be with OD, the person who they named O Block after. That's who I used to be with. OD, me and OD them used to run around.
Can you share anything about OD?
Shit, folks was really like that, I ain't gonna lie. OD had everybody scared. He used to be whooping niggas' ass around that bitch. And I used to be fighting one of them type of shorties who was always fighting everybody. So me and him really like came together on some shit, we alike type shit. So we got to hanging out. I was from the Calumet building, he was from O Block. I got to spend the night at OD crib and shit, being at O Block, and that's how I was out there.
Man, how did that affect you when he passed away?
Shit, it affected a lot. He died in like 2011. Shit, that shit made everybody who they is right now to this day.
Did a lot of things change when he passed away?
Yeah, a lot of things changed. Hell yeah, a lot of shit changed.
Like what were some things that you noticed?
Shit, people started doing different shit. Like a lot of people started shooting guns and shit. So that's how shit changed.
You know, before we get out of here, you know, I was hoping you could share a couple stories, you know, your history in the drill community and the drill movement, man, has been, you know, it's been extensive, man, real important, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, legendary records, you know what I'm saying, that you've been on and been a part of, man. So, you know, if there's anything you could share, man, that would just be dope.
Yeah, I mean, I got some shit I could share, like with me and Fredo and Sosa and Dirk and all us. I mean, shit, we really came up from nothing, bro. Like, we used to sleep in the basement together in the studio and make music. And that's how everything came about.
Now, sleeping in the studio, man, you know what I'm saying? Are you guys just taking turns getting on the mic? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many days straight would you say you guys grinded it out in the studio?
Months. We was in the studio for months. We stayed in that. We made that our house.
Man, okay. And do you feel like that was like the time when, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody really started to develop their skills? And
yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was the time everybody started developing their skills and shit and started mastering their craft and shit.
What made you guys want to take it so serious? Like, what was the motivation?
The motivation was, for me, because I used to tell, like, we was in the studio one time, me, Fredo, and Sosa, all us, and I told them, like, man, come on, I'm finna leave, I'm finna go on the block. This shit ain't doing shit for us, this shit ain't working, fuck this shit. Fredo was like, man, hell no, I'm finna record right fast. Sosa was in there already recording. So next thing you know, I didn't leave. I stayed in the booth with him, because I'm like, man, I'm tripping, I ain't finna go on the block. It's hot to see a police probably outside. I ain't finna go on the block, I'm finna just stay in the studio. And made some music, and that shit blew up. The same music that blew up was the music I was finna leave out in the studio on.
What was like was that the first time you got some money from rap?
No, but it was the first time I did the music that got the money off the shit for rap.
Okay. Was that kind of like a motivator for you? Like, okay,
yeah.
shit, this shit could work.
Hell yeah, it was. That's how I was looking. Like, oh yeah, this shit do work. I'm finna do this shit. This is exactly what I want to do.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.